Good morning. How are you this morning? It's a lot cooler here this morning. A lot cooler. Which I don't mind actually. I don't like the cold. I'm not good in the cold. I turn into a bit of a bear and tend to hibernate. But I don't mind it at the moment. It's just nice, refreshing change. Okay. So it's just a bit too wet. I really thought no, I won't go out this morning, so that's okay. Might be that bear starting to creep in already. You'll have to stay on top of me, make sure I get out there. So actually I was talking to a lovely gentleman yesterday while I was out and about, and we were comparing photographs that we'd taken, you know, of how the sun would filter through the clouds, and so divine. Like, the photo didn't catch it. I'll put it up today anyway, so you can get an idea of what I was talking about. But it was just lovely, and he gave me an idea on a few beautiful places around when to go when the sun is rising. So keep your eye out for that, as you never know. Okay, so while I'm just shuffling these cards and getting into the energy of today, remember, I'm not going to put any links up. I'm not going to ask you to click on anything like that. It'll be a personal interaction, and I also won't solicit you from a post. Okay, so you won't get any comments from me asking you if you want a reading. If you want a reading, I'll outright have a post face to face like this over Facebook, or literally you'll contact me on the phone, we'll reach out. I'm not going to be putting links up. So be mindful of that, peeps, and be mindful that I'm not going to solicit you off a post either. Okay? Alright, so I want you all to be safe in that space, yeah? Okay. Alrighty, let's see what today might be about. Let's see if I can show you that I am actually shuffling these. I'm not just sort of, I don't have it pre-picked. Oh wow, talk about pre-picked. Look at that, that's turned over. Okay, and here we have the Three of Swords. Looks pretty ominous, huh? So on its own, without any other meaning or feeling or anything like that, no other attachment to it, it can mean divorce, separation, heartache, heart attack, emotional disturbance. It can mean all of those things, because literally like three swords through the heart. It can be where people's words actually wound you. Remember, those swords are about communication, so it can be that as well. And it looks like it's all grey in the background there. So that's what it can mean by itself, right? So now let's tap into it and see what it might actually be about today. Okay, so for today, and where I am in particular, like it's been raining and everything, right? You notice that there's like this rain indicating in the background here, and the grey clouds and stuff. So it may be that some people had plans for today, and the weather has actually held them back, which has caused them a bit of grief. Can be that, okay? It can also be purely that, you know, need to watch your words today. Watch how you speak. There's a lot of people who are opening up their heart space, and that can make them a lot more vulnerable during the times that they do that. And you know what? We really need to have our heart opened anyway. Like, that's really the best place to come from, because after everything is said and done, there truly, really only is love. There is nothing else, just love. So be mindful of what people are going through. And if somebody says something to you that hurts or is wounding, just remember that's where they're at. That's their stuff. That's where they're at. Everything is a reflection, remember? So what we see out there in the environment, what we see in our heads, that's our environment too, yeah? Is all our environment, and it's a reflection of what's going on within us. So what's going on in here is going to be reflected out there. What's going on out there is going to be reflected of what's going on in here. So given that we're working with a lot of heartfelt energy, this doesn't surprise me. You know, there'll be people who'll be doing a lot of releasing, which this card can also be about, you know, that emotional release that needs to occur because of these wounds. It could be about taking those swords out. It could be about, you know, patching that up, patching some things up. But at the end of the day, this is pretty much about our heart and how we got to where we are today and the wounds that have got us there. So really, I guess in the big picture, it's about being grateful for all that's happened, for all that's hurt us along the way, for all that crap that got us where we are today. We're here today, we're the people we are today because of all this stuff. It's about being grateful for that. And when we're grateful for that, you know, we've experienced all that we need to experience from it, and we've done and said all the things that we need to do and say, and this is a pretty good place to be. Odd, hey, looks a bit odd, but yeah, it's a good place to be. So do that releasing, letting go, whatever it is that isn't serving you, get it out, get it gone, done. That just scared the crap out of me. It's my door closing. Anyway, interesting, isn't it? Door closing. Let's think about that. It could be the closing of a chapter today, which might be a little bit hurtful or upsetting in some way. So yeah, just pay attention to what's going on around you. Speaking of which, I can hear the beautiful cat playing with the door. That's why the door closed. Anyway, you guys have an awesome day, and remember, don't be afraid of what comes up emotionally. Okay, it needs to be released. We need to recognize it, acknowledge it, let it go so we can move on. And every event that was ever painful got us to where we are today. Release all that now, okay? We've got a whole new brand new beginning. Anyway, peeps, that's me for today. Have an awesome day. Big love. Catch you next time.